December. We don't have that kind of budget. So I said, Anita, you can come and you can do all of the things and tell us about this connection between Gullah and Juneteenth. Because in my spirit, I know there is. And when I talked to her, she said, you're absolutely right. So I will confess, I'm from Almondale, South Carolina. If you've ever driven to Myrtle Beach, you went through it. It didn't have a name for the town on a sign until I was in the fifth grade, but we were there. And so I grew up with sweetgrass baskets all around me. And I grew up with Gullah speaking people all around me. And I just thought it was important for that history to be part of what we share today for our Juneteenth observance. So please help me welcome Anita Singleton Prather.
Well. Hello, Florida. How y'all doing? Now, how we would say that in Gullah, we say, how on for do? So turn to neighbor, say, neighbor, or neighbor, on for do. That neighbor on the other side ain't talking much. So say, neighbor on the other side, on for do. Means how are you? But now, if you didn't have such a good day, then you say, yeah, I said, girl, I ain't fit for roast nor boil. That means you ain't fit to be roasted nor boiled, boy. That means you had a tough day. Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm just so blessed in spite of the scenic route by way of American Airlines to down here to Winter Park. It was a great day. As I checked the dictionary, my name wasn't in it. So I say amen. Anybody else want to say amen? If their name wasn't in it. Amen. So we're going to start with, you say ashe, ashe? Ashe, ashe? Put your hands together like this for me. Keep that going, just like that. I said, Sanga alafia. You say, ashe, ashe. La alafia. Oh, alafia. Sanga alafia. All right, now that we got the words and all that kind of stuff, now we got to get y'all some answers. Mm-hmm. Come on, young blood, all the way up there with that nice, tall looking shirt. We need you, Diane. Come on, boo. Come on, boo. Push him on, push him on. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Kojak right there, Kojak. Come on, Kojak. Come on, Kojak. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, yeah. My name is really Gladys Knight. These are my brothers, Bill. One of my brothers couldn't come. This is my brother Bubba, and this is my other brother Bubba. We just arrived on that midnight train from Georgia. Go. Need work. They didn't have their Wheaties this morning. We're gonna try it one more time. It's a little bit better. Now, balance bill on this side here. You still on that side. Mm-hmm. Y'all remember the moves? Come on. Ho. Bubba, what's the matter? Mama said if you mess up the dial, she said 5. So, and she told me to put it on speed dial. So she know you mess up here. She didn't want my fingers cramping. No, so we gonna try this one more time. Okay, boo? All right, let's try it. Come on. All right, you get it. All right. Oh, I look like Bubba ready now. Second now. Do you remember your words? I ain't giving up one. Ashe. Ashe. Let you go. Yeah. Keep that going just like that. Funga alafia. Ashe. Funga alafia. Yes. Oh, funga alafia. Funga alafia. Ashe. You ready to make me? Come on. Funga Lafia, Ashe, go. Lafia, Ashe, oh, Funga, Lafia, Ashe, come on up. Funga, Lafia, Ashe, going this way, come on. Funga, Lafia, Ashe, move them hips now, come on. Funga, Lafia, Ashe, you go, boo. Funga, Lafia, Ashe, Ashe. Alafia. Say, what you say? You sure? Bubba said that was just a warm up. Say he gonna really get down now. He wanted to take slow, take it slow for you for just a minute. And so he said, yeah, okay, just wait a minute, we'll get him together. Just a minute. And he said he really wanted to teach y'all this new rap, Gullah rap. And so his next career is gonna be a rap star. Because I need to tell y'all a little bit of news. You know Tupac, the rapper? He dead. Oh, Lord, Tupac, though. Right, we got a new rap star in the house. 3 times better than Tupac would ever be. There's a 6-pack in the house. Go yo-yo. Go yo-yo.
Yo-yo.
Oh, say yo-yo.
Yo-yo.
There you go, there you go, there you go. Y'all heard of you get one rap about it name of 50 Cent.
Yo-yo.
Now y'all know, but this inflation ain't nothing you can buy for 50 cents. You came and buy a piece of old bazooka bubble gum, stick up underneath them old wooden desk, hard for about 30, 40. You can't buy it. No. It's an antique. So I want to introduce y'all to a rap star who has held up with the rate of inflation. This is $4.39 for the house. Yo. All right, no 39 cents. Y'all ready? All you got to do is repeat after me.
All you got to do is repeat after me.
Somebody hit 5. Hey, hit 5. Now listen here. Mama done told you don't mess up. Well, mess down, but don't mess up. Gonna try this again. There you go. There you go. Well, I say you got do is repeat after me. That's all you got to do. Smart about that. You just got to listen and do what I tell you to do. That's all. Just follow instruction. Just make you work too hard, Hannah. Oh, have mercy. Let's try this again. All you got to do is repeat after me. Y'all ain't said a word.
No, we're
Supposed to do repeat after me.
repeat after me.
Yeah. All you got to do is repeat after me.
All you got to do is repeat after me.
All you got to do is repeat after me.
All you got to do is repeat after me.
Lady come from Booster.
Old lady come from Booster.
Huh. I had 2 head and a rooster.
And then a rooster.
The rooster died.
Rooster died.
Lady cried.
Old lady cried.
Because it couldn't get no eggs like it used to.
Couldn't get no eggs like she used to.
So we're going to pick it up a little bit. Lady come from Booster.
Old lady come from Booster.
Huh. I had 2 head and a rooster.
Had 2 hens and a rooster.
The rooster died.
Rooster died.
Cried.
Old lady cried. I don't think so.
See here, you trying to take over the show. Because it didn't have no eggs like it used to.
Because it didn't have no eggs like she used to.
You look so.
Old man, you look so.
You look so.
Old pa, you look so.
Been here since we been gone.
Who been yacht since we been gone?
Also, they had some peanut butter sandwiches. Cheap peanut butter. Yeah,
Who been yacht
since we been gone.
since we been gone?
Hey, so that means who's been here? since we've been gone. He says this is a Gullah. He said, cannot stand in English. Who been ya?
And yeah,
Since we've been gone.
since we've been born,
Two little boys with the blue cap on.
little boys with the blue cap on,
Hang 'em up on a hickory stick.
hang 'em up on a hickory stick.
Ranky tanky, find me shoe.
Make me, tie me shoe.
Buffalo boy gonna buy 'em back.
Buffalo boy gonna buy 'em back.
Every time I say something this time, you gotta say ranky tanky,
Ranky tanky,
ranky tanky,
ranky tanky,
ranky tanky,
ranky tanky,
ranky tanky.
ranky tanky.
Y'all ready, fellas? Follow me now. No pain in my foot, ranky tanky, no pain in my knee, ranky tanky, no pain in my hip. I tell y'all, follow me. Oh, let me slow it down for them. They just slow me. No pain in my foot.
No pain in me foot.
No, your word is ranky tanky. No pain in my foot.
Ranky tanky.
No pain. Come on, my knee. Ranky tanky. No pain in my hip.
No pain in me hip.
Ranky tanky. No pain in my hand.
Ranky tanky.
No pain in my elbow.
Ranky tanky.
No pain in my shoulder.
Ranky tanky.
No pain in my neck.
Ranky tanky.
No pain in my
No pain
no
tanky.
pain in my head.
Ranky tanky.
We'll be here all night, so I'm gonna have to pick it up. Y'all ready? No pain in my
Ranky
tanky, no
tanky.
pain in my knee.
Ranky
No
tanky.
pain in my hip.
Ranky
No
tanky.
pain in my hand.
Ranky
No
tanky.
pain in my elbow.
Ranky
No
tanky.
pain in my shoulder.
Ranky
No
tanky.
pain in my back.
Ranky
No
tanky.
pain in my neck.
Ranky
No
tanky.
pain in my head.
Ranky
He said,
tanky.
old lady, come booster.
Old lady came from Booster.
It had two head and a rooster.
Had two hen and a rooster.
Rooster,
Rooster tied.
lady cried.
Old lady cried.
They couldn't get no egg like it used to.
Couldn't get no eggs like she used to.
Y'all give it up for my bucks. Lord, this was hard work up in here. Their neighbor said, neighbor. Said, neighbor, don't go too far. Y'all sit right down that front row because I'm going to call you back up. Say, neighbor. Oh, neighbor. Hard work. Hard work. And y'all wonder why the children don't listen now. Ask your neighbor, say, why did they come? Say, why did they come get me? Why? Oh, what's this thing called right? In fact, in South Carolina, it was called Carolina Gold. Because it was worth its weight in gold. Yes, it was. Not just the yellow coloring of the rice, the price that it provoked. Made the plantation owners in South Carolina before the Civil War some of the wealthiest people in the world. Anybody here from New York? Anybody from Pennsylvania? Anybody here from Massachusetts? What about Georgia? Where y'all from? Nebraska. No, Nebraska. Jersey now. Jersey now. Where else? Canada, Florida. But let me just back up and say this. Do y'all realize the other 12 original colonies would have been countries had it not been to that for the intellect and the ingenuity Africans from the east coast of West Africa? We brought such skills over. Like I said, made the plantation owners rich. He said peas in the rice. Said peas in the rice. Peas in the rice done. Said peas in the rice. Peas in the rice. Peas in the rice done, 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 done. Now let me tell y'all something about my peas in the rice. You know, some folks call it Hopper John. Some folks use red beans. Some folks use black eyed peas. Some of them use red peas. Some use clouder peas. Whatever peas or beans you use. So early now, I ain't talking about nobody else. I want mine greasy. Don't bring me no dry peas and rice. You know, y'all want to do all this healthy stuff, cook it with the turkey. You know, like turkey be dry. I just may as well tell you, I just got to be real. I don't eat the peas and rice but so often. You may not be able to tell it, but I don't eat it but so often. But when I do eat it, I want it nice and greasy. Now, see, ladies, when you get it nice and greasy, you don't have to put no heat gloss on for about 2 weeks. There ain't nothing like some good peas. And when you get to the bottom, we call it the hate crust. It got all the flavor in it. Gee, I just wait for that. I see y'all gonna eat. Go get yourself. Go eat. Oh. Now, when you get down to, okay, that's enough now. Stop. Let the rest belong. So say peas in the rice. Peas in the rice. Peas in the rice. Done, 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 done. Put your hands together like this for me. Keep that going. Just like it. Uh-huh. Peas in the rice. Peas in the rice. Peas in the rice. Done, 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 done. Sing with me. Peas in the rice. Peas in the rice. Peas in the rice. Done, done, done. Now we can't just stop with the peas and rice. But see, y'all tell I like to eat this a little bit. Not much, just a little bit. Just a little bit. And get to have a little more with my peas and rice. So y'all know okra was a West African vegetable that was brought over here. Ain't had no okra over there. He came and got us from Africa because of our intellect. Y'all know Chrissy. Y'all know Chrissy. They say me and his mama look just alike. I don't see no resemblance whatsoever. A lot of folks know him as Christopher Columbus. But if Chrissy had asked them brothers from Africa before he set out trying to find India and know he ain't had no GPS because they even had no map quest yet, no, he ain't know where he been going. He ain't asked the brothers from Africa. He just set out talking, he trying to find India. He get up here, get lost, and talk, but he gonna call this India. And he discovered, devil is out, Lord, I've done that. Y'all pray for Pearlie. But if he'd asked the brothers from Africa, see, we had been sailing the seven seas for centuries. There's even evidence that the Africans was here long before Christopher got here. And if they had, he'd have just asked them, they would have jumped and said, now boy, you ain't the way to go to no India. We ain't know where you're trying to get to, but that ain't the right way. But he asked nobody, then they get lost. Imagine me trying to get to New York to your old house up in New York. And then I end up there in Nebraska to your house. And then I come and I tell the people in Nebraska I done discovered them. So I done got lost trying to get to New York. And then 400 years later, y'all have Aunt Purdy Sue Day for Nebraska. Some girl. That must say. See, the Africans knew the difference between astrology and astronomy. They knew the constellations and how to find the coordinates and pinpoint and start developing the maps. Like I said, Chrissy asked nobody. You know, just like a man, almost y'all can go and say, you know, just like a man don't like to ask no direction. Just get lost, burn up gas. Good thing they didn't have no big cars back there. Burn up a whole lot of gas and could just stop and ask directions. And they didn't come get me from Africa because we didn't know anything. They came and got us for what we know. And because that came from the West Coast, where the rice was being produced, was for a higher price. Like Sierra Leone, West Africa, paid a higher price. Well, put your hands back together like that. Peas in the rice. peas in the rice, peas in the rice, done, 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 done. Peas in the rice, peas in the rice, peas in the rice, done, done. We're gonna add okra, new rice and okra. Eat some and left some. New rice and okra. Eat some and left some. Peas in the rice, peas in the rice, peas in the rice, done, done, done. Y'all know that boy Pythagoras studied some 20 plus years under African mathematicians. Did you know that? Did you know the great philosophers like Socrates and Aristotle studied under African philosophers? Because they ain't come get we, because we ain't know nothing. Come get we for what we know. Now the last place we would have saw coming from Sierra Leone, West Africa, would have been Buns Island, where the slave castle was. Women on one side, stripped naked, and on the other side, stripped naked. They feeding troughs like hogs. But they forget we were great African kings and queens. Hey, neighbor said, neighbor, oh, neighbor. You thought you was coming to see Aunt Pearly Sue? Hey, neighbor said, Say wrong answer. Say, this is a family reunion. A family reunion. Say, cause we are family. Hey, all my sisters and me. We are family. Hear y'all singing. See no solo act up here. Y'all don't know the song. Sister Sledge in there. Try this again. We are family. Hey, all my sisters and me. We family. Hey, all my brothers and me. We are family. Now, if y'all don't take nothing from this evening, y'all take that. We're family. And we want to be or not. You don't get to pick and choose your family. All of us got a Bubba. Y'all see how hard it was working with Bubba? So it's got a Bubba in our family. A little slow sometimes, but we love them just the same. We are family. So we got to care about one another. If I hurt, you hurt. Don't care how much money we get and try to fly to and mess up the moon. We done did enough with Earth. Now we wants to go and live on the moon, all that good pieces. Mess that up too. But we are family. Oldest human being is a black female from Ethiopia, Africa, known as Kush. So when we say Mother Africa, it's a real thing. It ain't just a cliche. All of us are Africans. Before we were anything else, before we went to Europe, before we went to Asia, before we went to the Hispanic countries, before we came to America, all of us. We trace our ancestral roots far enough back in the history. We find out, yeah, she get on my nerve, but we family. Every time we had the family union, she wants the biggest piece of chicken and don't even bring an old ragged toothpick with her greedy self. But we family. No, I don't like the way she wear her hair. But what? Guess what? We family. It don't make no difference. We family. And how did we get here? Africa to America. Now we ain't called no cruise line like the Carnival. Oh, Disney, Headboard. No, we ain't did none of that. Let me tell you something. We weren't looking for another civilization. We were the civilization. Building great empires like the homie in Shanghai, the Mali Empire. Can I tell you about my great great granddaddy? Y'all say great 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 granddaddy. Granddaddy wave at everybody like this. Wave at everybody like that. Granddaddy wave at everybody like that. Granddaddy, tell granddaddy wave. Tell him wave. Tell him wave. Yeah. Everybody say, "Hail, man, Samusa." Say, "Hail, man, Samusa." Oh, bro. Of Mali, West Africa. It's cousin. What they call it? Great, 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 great. We got enough greats, but say, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Ditto, ditto, ditto. Grandfather. What is they calling him the golden? So, what? Could it be? They knew that some 300-400 years later, he'd have a grandson by the name of Tupac walking around with the gold grill going, yo, yo, yo. He never said, maybe one named Snoop Doggy Dogg going, yo, bro. He never said, eh, said wrong, sir. Mali, West Africa was known for the finest gold throughout all of ancient Africa. He said when great grandfather would take his servants, y'all hear what I say, servants. I ain't talking about mama them. I ain't talking about Shaquita with her little stink funky attitude. I ain't talking about Quita me. I ain't talking about Miss Nosy Nelly next door. I ain't even talking about cousin Bub. These are his servants. And he said each one of his servants carried around a solid gold walking stick. Now, when you talk about sterling silver dipped in gold, I ain't no problem with the silver. Tell your neighbor, this not today. Say, this not today. This is not today. Maybe tomorrow, but not today. And we sure ain't talk about that electric plated, that fake gold, turn your neck gangrene. You be wearing that big old gold looking thing. And next thing you know, the neck getting the rotten off and gangrene. You be looking for your Gucci sunshades. And then I have to tell you, look at your head in the corner because your head does all over. There's that fake stuff. We're not even talking about 10 carat or 14 carat or 18 carat or 24 carat solid gold walking stick. Oh, my granddaddy didn't play. And they said when he would travel some 6,000 miles to places like Cairo and Mecca, he took, said, 500. Thank you, Miss Bernice, for not leaving me out there in that limbo myself. Said 500 to 20,000. Said 500 to 20,000. Shit. Yeah, this ain't Mama Dale. This ain't Queen of steak. Ain't nothing, ain't Bubba. Ain't even Miss Nosy Nelly from next. These are his servants. And each one of the servants had around a solid gold walking stick. She said, when grandfather would get to those cities, with them taking so much gold, it would just deflate the value of gold. See the headlines tomorrow. Early Sue come to winter park. Brought so much gold up in there. My little killy gold don't mean nothing. He just brought so much of gold up in the place. Yeah. Now, y'all know Elon and all of them with his little musky self, and all the other folks and stuff, brag about they got a Tesla, they got this, they got that. Oh, man, Elon and them talk about they got a solid gold pooper scooper, nothing like that. That's what they use, while they taking them 6,000 miles, great granddaddy riding on a camel. And the camels, you know what camels do. They eat, pass gas and poop. That's what they do. But we can't have, granddaddy little royal honey going over the royal poop. So they took those solid gold walking stick and made them solid gold schools. Tell your neighbor, say, money, 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 money. Uh, money, 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 money. Mucho dinero. Oh, yes, sir. And let me tell you about great grandfather. Not only was he a lover of extravagant things, like solid gold walking stick or solid gold schools, he was also a lover of knowledge. Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, neighbor, you know me. That's it. It's a my jeans. Yes, I ain't talking about no Levi's or no Lee jeans. I'm talking about them fancy Dana jeans, them DNA jeans. It's all up in me. Grandfather was a love up now. I heard grandma say, Gal, if you don't get to moving, I'm going to knock you in the Timbuktu. And you say, why grandma don't leave Tim alone with them buck teeth? So I'm going to fix it teeth after a while. Timbuktu, a real place. The whole city of Timbuktu was a university campus. Can you imagine all of Winter Park and Orlando being for sale? University campus. Can you imagine all of that? And you say, who pay for all that higher learning? Is they gonna up my taxes? They better not. State it's already they spell cats K-A-T-Z. Great grandfather had Samusa was the love of knowledge. So he paid for those university buildings to be built in Timbuktu. Say, hey, young man, Samusa. Hey, young man, Samusa. Gold emperor of Mali, West Africa. Now, ladies, turn around to the men and I say, hold up. Turn around and say, hold up now. Don't think y'all did it by yourself. Now, just hold yourself. Hold up. Hold up. So we had some awesome African queens now. Y'all know Zingame, Queen Nazinga. Now, I ain't talking about Queen Latifah, living singer. So when you talking about Queen Nazinga, Latifah, we talking about Queen Nazinga. Oh, yes, sir. Tell your neighbor, say, honey child, say, honey child. She was a bad mamma jamma. Oh, she did not play. She was the queen of Angola, West Africa. Now, her brother was in charge. And he started selling out his people, you know. Queenie didn't like that stuff. And then he all himself trying to turn on her too and got to feeling bad. And next thing you know, he committed suicide. Close your eyes for a moment of silence. Okay, that's long enough. Mm-hmm. Queenie had to step up to the plate. Say, step up to the plate. And step up to the plate. Did she do it? Now, the Portuguese were the first set of Europeans to come on the continent of Africa and start exporting. Now, slavery had been around in Africa for a long time now. But they were the first ones to come export us more. Queenie said, I ain't liking this here. This ain't working for me. And then it wasn't bad enough. Tell you, and it wasn't bad enough. She found out that black mercenaries, strong warriors, were selling their skills to the highest bidders and became part of the black Portuguese army. She said, I lost your mind up there, up there. It's gonna be like that, huh? Got something for you. So she got her loyal subjects together and she said, listen here. She said, I want you to go and join with the black Portuguese army. So when you get 411 information, bring it back to me and handle it from there. Though, came back. She said, come on, what you found out? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Really? Okay. I want to get some more. Handle it from here. Did I tell you, Queen Nazinga, your queen mother, was a master of guerrilla warfare? Oh, yes, she told sister didn't play. Tell you men something. Get a woman mad. And especially an intelligent woman at that. And when we put our hands on our hips like this here and we ring it back, if we do like this here, well, y'all better watch out. But that means something coming down the pipe. Oh, yes, sir. He started confiscating their food supply. Started confiscating, blowing up their ammunition dump. Started poisoning their water. Poor Governor Philip got to scratching his head. Governor Phillips, scratch your head like that. Right there. Governor, scratch it. Just like that. Yes, sir. Scratch it. And Governor Phillips used to have hair like Fabio. And that girl just, I mean, just scratch your head one more time, Governor. Oh, no. Look, he just figured, in the world, she knew what she know where the food supply at. She know where we hiding the gold and stuff in the. She know all of it. So you ain't think we got sense enough to have spies? That's your problem. Ladies, don't get insulted when they don't think you have no intelligence. Sure. Number one weapon. Yes, yes, yes. So every once in a while, when they would get her back up against the wall, I would think they had a trap. You afraid they ain't like that. And before you could go back and say, Governor Phillip, we got her, we got her, we killed the queen to sing it before they could fucking drop that thing. Queenie says, I'm back. Governor said, hey, you got it but one word, Governor. Say what? Oh, man, tell y'all Governor was a sweet talker. He could talk. He was a sweet talker. He said when Governor would talk, I mean, the honey would just ooze all down the side of his mouth. Oh, yes, sir. Sweet talker. So he figured he could sweet talk. Sweet the singer. And I tell you, when he would sneeze or cough, powdered sugar just came all over the place. Oh, sweet talk he was. So he invited Queen Nzinga to come to his courts and let's talk and see if we can reason together. And when the Queen got there, he had a place for everybody to sit down, except for Queen Nzinga. He said, hmm, I'll show who she is. Put her in her place. Who she thinks she is. Oh, the brave. Up there, Philip, Portugal. But this black woman thinking she know. Let me put her where a woman's supposed to be, under my feet. But you think she came in and she got, one of Oprah Winfrey moments? No. Excuse me. Hell, excuse me. They said our the subjects got down on all four and made a human throne for the queen to sit on. They said the queen would sit for a moment. Said when she would sit, she'd get up, the next would sit down. I said, let me have the honor of serving the great queen to sing. Now she wasn't like Queen Lizzie, sitting on the throne over there, Buckingham Palace going like this. Tell your neighbors, she was a warrior queen. She led her troops into battle. Until age 60, she lived to be 81 years old. I mean, they tried everything to get her. They calm her, but she calmed them. She took their Christianity and turned it on them. She said, oh, yeah, I get baptized. You think you got me? You want me to remember that one verse that says, slave, obey your master? I'm going to show you who I'm going to be. And here, 81. And as long as Queen Nzinga said, even if you and I were from two different African countries, and the slavers were up to you, if you can get into the borders of my country, Vacola, I'll lay my life down for you. No greater love can a friend show than to lay his life down for a fellow friend. That was your Queen Nzinga. And as long as she was alive, she was able to hold back the full extent of the transatlantic slave trade. It didn't take a foothold until her death, 81 from natural causes. She wasn't assassinated. They couldn't kill her. She just, my work is done. Well, then how did we get here? Like I said, we didn't make no reservations. We didn't call the travel agent. Can you book me a? Mm-mm, mm-mm. Let me tell y'all about one more. I know Key to me. So you know Key to me? Yes, you do. You know Key to me. Now, see, call her. She to me. Most people know her as the Queen of Sheba. Y'all heard the Queen of Sheba. Her name was not Sheba. Her name was Makeda. And she was the queen of the land of Sheba, known as Cush. You open the paper. And she was sitting on her throne, all wrapped up, everything covered up. It's a converted baby. See? And her servant came. He had been over to Israel and he had witnessed the wisdom of the great King Solomon. He came running. He said, Queenie baby, I was over in Israel. And you talk about a man, Queenie, he knows some stuff. And Queenie, you know I ain't no gossip or nothing like that. But nah, he got lots of money, 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 money. Money. Lots of honeys. Honey. You ain't heard from me, Queenie. You know I ain't no gossip, but figured you ought to know. Queenie said, Cameron, baby, not that I don't believe you. I needs to go see this thing for myself. So she gathered a little something, something, said a little something, something, said a little something, something. Say 767 loads of a little something, something. It was valued at something like $3.2 million worth of something, something. But see, she heard about all them hoochie mamas he was hanging out with. And she figured some gold diggers might have been up in there, and she didn't want him to get her confused with them other gold diggers, hoochie mamas. And she said, I don't need his money to get my hair did it or get my nails did and nothing like that. I don't need him to buy me no Gucci. Nothing. I own Gucci. Don't need nothing. But I am interested in this thing called wisdom. So I'm going to take a little something, something. So when she got there to the courts of the great King Solomon, she presented all of them, gold and frankincense and ivory and frankincense. I mean, 300, 3.2 million. Can you imagine how much money that was way back then? What it would be today? He was mesmerized by it. Like I said, everything was covered up. All he could see was them Betty Davis eyes. She wasn't having no Super Bowl Sunday accident like Beyonce. Tell me this. Sally, tell me you didn't see that. Did you see this? You didn't see that, Sally? You didn't see that, did you, Sally? She wasn't trying to drop it like it was hot. She was trying to bend it like it was cool. Everything was covered up. Because she was from a long line of virgin African queens. And it was against her religion for anything except for her eyes to be seen out in public. But she wanted to glean from his wisdom. And when she felt like it was time for her to return back to her country, she said, Sally, it's time for me to go back. He said, well, I'm going with you. She said, huh? You going with me? Come here, Sally. That's why I told you don't go too far. Come on, Sally. Bubba, come on down, Bubba. That's why I told you happy hip not to go that far up there. That's your business. You went up, that's your head hard. That's your business. Uh, Come on down here, Sally. Mm-hmm. Yep. Sally was ready to follow me back. Because I had to turn around and say, we going Sally. Why is he all the way over there? I'm trying to get him in a joint.
Thinks he needs somebody.
Come on over here, Sally. Sally. Okay, Sally, just come on here, Sally. Yeah, Sally wanted to follow me back. And I had to turn around and say, stop in the name of love. Don't want to break your heart. And I didn't and my mic too. Oh. But she said, Sally, you have to stay here and serve your people of Israel. And I must go back to my country of Ethiopia and serve my people. But Sally, I always love you. So she went on back to her country. Can I tell y'all, the night before she left, Sally invited her for a dinner and a nightcap. Need I say any more? 9 months later, there was a minute. Shame on you, Sally. It was a matriarchal society in Sheba. Only virgin queens could serve. But because of her inner beauty and intellect and integrity, the fact that she was with child, they allowed her to serve 25 years. I love telling this story to young women who get caught up in all of this. He didn't see any of this. What drew the wisest man in the world, besides him having 1,000 already, but anyhow, and all that wealth, that he was willing to give up his power because he didn't have any power. Was he if he had gone to Sheba, the land of Sheba? But he was willing to give that up. We have to teach our young women that you're more than big hips, plump lips, and cleavages, and eyelashes, and hair weave, and all the other things that we get caught up in. All this size stuff. Y'all know it is a size 8 up in here. Y'all know that, right? 125 pounds is in here somewhere. Y'all know that, right? Just want to make that perfectly clear. But our young people are killing themselves because they're putting themselves up against these impossible images. And I have to tell young women all the time, I say, can I tell y'all a secret? When Beyonce get home and she take them eyelashes off, and she take that lipstick off, and she take the hair weave out and all that kind of stuff, take them nails off and all that kind of stuff. When she pass gas, it smell just like your old stink. Don't think it's gonna smell like that fragrance you buy and say Beyonce and the man in Macy's somewhere. Tell your neighbors that you wrong. There's so much more that we have to teach our young people so they can see beyond all of this. How did all of this lead to Juneteenth? We just celebrated June 19th. Joseph Biden in May 2021 made Juneteenth our first national holiday to commemorate the ending of slavery in America. And how did we get here? Before we got here, we had to go through the Middle Passage voyage. Where you're sitting in your seats is 18 inches from your bottom to the floor. This floor is hard and cold. You'd be chained to everybody in your row. And then 18 inches above you would be another row of human cargo, and 18 inches above that, every odor that the body produces is evident in the belly. That's mind you now. You want to run around jungle and say, I sure be glad when they come get me, take me to the great America. So you're master cultivators, sailors and warriors, philosophers, mathematicians, astronomers. So all that and more. And now we find ourselves in the belly of a slave ship. 50% of us perished for ever reaching the East Coast of America. We represent the 50% that survived. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. There was a story. Sir John Newton, English captain of a English vessel, slave vessel that made many journeys back and forth across the mighty Atlantic with black cargo, human cargo. This particular day, storm arose, and he thought for sure his life would be perished. The life of his white crew members and his black cargo would all perish at sea. by some miracle called amazing grace. His life was spared. Went through a spiritual rebirth, and he realized that this thing called the transatlantic slave trade was evil. Now you can't make it nice and pretty. It was evil, inhumane. And they said he took his own personal finances and he bought the freedom of his human cargo. And he went to England and joined forces with William Wilberforce, who was known as the father of the abolitionist movement, and fought and abolished this terrible institution. But as he sat at his captain's desk that night after that storm, he penned the lyrics of this song, Amazing Grace. The world's most beloved hymn. I don't care where you go in the world. You had to say, what's a universal hymn? Amazing Grace it is. Now, the lyrics belong to him, but the tune was a pure West African chant that he heard moan and groan over and over and over in the belly of the slave ship. Was blind, but now I see. What did he see? That these are human beings with human desires and dreams and inspirations, just like he had. That when they cut, just like when he cut, the blood is red. And when you peel back this outer thing here, all of us one color, pink, 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 pink. And we let this little bit of pigmentation divide us in all kind of evil ways. And we try to dress it up, try to put it behind Jesus, we try to put it behind Christianity. Jesus was about L-O-V-E, love. And if anything else come out of it, then that's not love. Because he is what love is. Our children are killing themselves because we have taught them how to hate. We have taught them how to divide themselves. Because when kids are born, they don't care. They don't care that Aunt Pearlie Sue's 125 pounds plus another 125 pounds plus another whatever. They don't care. They don't care what color my skin. Then I'll taste and see if you taste like chocolate. You taste and see if you taste like strawberry. You taste like vanilla. They don't care. They don't care what your religion. They don't even care what language you speak. They don't care how you pray. They don't care about none of that. They sure don't care about how you vote. Children don't care about none of that. Just love one another. But we have taught them how to hate. And if we could teach them how to hate, we ought to be able to go back and teach them how to love. It's our charge. We can't get out of this. We can't build enough prisons to put them in. We can't put enough locks on the gated communities. We cannot go. Do not care. Hatred has a way of finding you wherever you are. Because now you're hearing about children killing parents, parents killing children. So you can't hide. It ain't about just color no more. Hatred is like a wild. When the arsonist first set the fire, he thinks he's in control. Guess what? The while that fire gets out of control and it consumes the one that set it. We can do better. We got to do better. Our children deserve better. And Juneteenth should not be a celebration just for folks that look like me. Juneteenth belongs to all of us. Just like Gullah Geechee belongs to all of us. Gullah is the blending of all of those cultures that came together during that horrible time in our history called the transatlantic slave trade. But it would not be Gullah without the influence of the European languages and their traditions and folkways. It wouldn't be Gullah without the Native Americans that were already here and their many languages and folkways and the many Africans that were brought here. as enslaved people to work these plantations. And they brought that, we didn't leave our culture over there, we brought it with us. We didn't leave our brains over there and then just brought our bodies over here. We brought it all. When you told us we couldn't pray, we went and we made invisible church. And when masters and those would go to sleep and everybody would go to sleep, we go out in the woods and we would celebrate our God, even if we had to do it singing and praising God in the ground to muffle the sound. I don't care what you do. Ain't none of us going nowhere. We gonna be here together whether we want to be or not. And we got to decide if we're gonna live up in here in peace, or we're gonna continue to kill each other with our mouths, with our systematic ways of breaking folks down. We're gonna give our kids the guns and the drugs. These kids didn't make no guns. Adults made the guns. When the last time you heard somebody 16 years old got a gun factory? We don't have no knives factories. They don't have no pharmaceutical factories. These are adults. And I can entertain people all day long. Like, running my mouth is easy. My English teachers call me Loud My Lucy number one, Loud My Lucy number two. I had an aunt that's 8 days younger than me. She came fourth period. I came fifth period. He said, oh, heck, I'm Loud My Lucy number two. I was number two because I came after her. I want to leave you a seed, something to think of. Can we make a difference? Can we make America great again? Can we do that? Nothing short of loving each other. If we try to do it around any other word except for LOVE, love, we done missed the mark. I don't care who we put in office. If it ain't about love, it ain't gonna be. So guess what? I make a choice to love you. I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about that. I ain't asking your permission. Doesn't matter whether you love me back. I make a choice. Love is an action word. Call me what you want. Get the cuss at me. I say, hold up. I say, cuss me to my face so I can flatten my stomach. Hold up. Cuss me on this side so you can dip it in. I'm trying to get that hourglass. So hold up. Get this side and cuss me on this side. All right, looking good, looking. No, don't cuss me in my back because my butt is already flat, so I don't want to. So don't cuss back there. You got to get past this. Everything offends us. Everything offends us. Somebody look at you, you offended. You can't say, hey, baby, how you doing? Okay, still love you. God bless you. Stop walking past people that don't look like you and you pretend like they're invisible. These kids are killing themselves because they feel invisible. And I was guilty of it. I would pass all y'all white folks and see Bernie say, hey, baby, how you doing? I done passed 20 of y'all. They ain't said a word. So I have to make myself be focused that I don't ignore anybody. Because my hello may be the difference between somebody deciding that today is the last day they want to live. Sometimes all it is a smile and a hello or just nod. Acknowledge your existence. America is a great country, even with all its faults. But we as Americans, we have to realize and own up to the faults. And make me hate America, point out things that's wrong. Your child bleeding because you don't want to admit that they bleed. You're going to sit and let them bleed to death. Or you're going to say, my baby got some hurt, some pain. Got to get them some help. So we have to stop that. Everything offends us. I just love folks. I ain't got time. You know, I done got too old now. My kids, when they get high, you know what my philosophy is? Exhale, pass gas, and let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, baby. Because there ain't nothing, no surprise to God. So if ain't nothing surprise them, ain't nothing to me. That ain't my emergency, that's his. He tell me, be still. Say, I said, okay, Lord, he said, for the word, I ain't going to work that hard no way. And I leave. My job is to love. love. Find that child that gets on your last nerve. Lord have mercy. And blessed challenges. The child is hurting. So what comes out hurting people hurt other folks. Find the one calling you the N-word, but I love you. You can't. Yes, I do. I've been in places I'm the only person looking like me. Sitting like got two guys sitting just like this. And I said, "Spare Lord, I said, oh, them two skinny. I said, oh Lord, please don't let me see one. By the time I'm finished telling them, I used to hate you just because of the color of your skin. Look at me and say, you hate me, I hate you first. No, I got you first. Oh. I said, but guess what? I love you. You can go about it. Now they don't know what to do with that. They're like, well, no, you can't love me because I hate you. Sorry. I got you first. That's my job now. So, if you remember anything about Prather, say, that's the result. That's my message. I can love you, disagree with you. Y'all got siblings. Anybody here got siblings? Man, don't your siblings get on your nerves sometimes? Hey, some of them you disagree on a lot of things, but don't you still love them? How many of y'all got parents in here? Everybody hands that you go up. All of y'all, all of us had parents. And we didn't always agree with our parents. But does it mean that I have to hate them because we don't agree? And that's the culture that we have cultivated in America now. If you don't agree with me 100%, then you automatically enemy. Well, you like Burger King, I like Mickey D's. You want a Whopper, I want a Big Mac. Now we're going to go to war because you want the Whopper and I want the Big Mac. We get to change that. Can we change it? Yes, we can. Just start with one person. You in the grocery store, you see somebody, just say, hey, start with that. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Let's cultivate the garden of kindness again. Gentleness, politeness. Excuse me. Just walk in front of people. Don't say excuse me. Simple. Simple. Little things. Ain't no big thing. It ain't no hard thing. Start with the little things. That'll make a difference. Well, that's all he gave me to give you. Open the floodgates in abundance. Let your rain fall on us. Open your floodgates in abundance. Let your rain fall on us. We're in your presence. Send your rain. Lord, let your rain fall on us. We're in your presence. Send your rain. Oh, let your rain fall on us. You said, Baba, oh. Baba, oh. Oh, oh. Baba, oh. Oh, oh. Baba, oh. Oh. Baba, oh. Oh. Baba means father. Father, oh, Father, oh, Father, oh, oh, Father, oh. I want him to pour his rains of love and peace and joy and happiness and divine health on you, your families, and this nation. It's my prayer. Amen in Jesus' name. Yeah. Thank you. Hey, give my brothers a hand. Hold on. Give my brothers a hand up in here. Yes, yes, yes. And if you don't have nothing to do, tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, say, neighbor, if you ain't got nothing to do on December 1st and 2nd, just on up the road there to Beaufort, South Carolina, for our Sea Island Gullah Christmas celebration. I'm just one of about 25. In fact, I'll fly out in the morning heading toward Newberry, South Carolina, because me and my singers will be performing in Newberry, South Carolina at the Opera House on Friday night. So y'all come on to Beaufort. We feed you. I was a size 2 last year. So we feed you good, and we'll have some peas and rice. We have this will be our 21st year of our Sea Island Christmas celebration, and it'll be the 4th year of our rice cook-off. So if you think you can make a mean pot of rice, we got a cash prize. Last year we was up to 1,000 for first place. So this year we're gonna double it to 2,000, and maybe by 2024 we'll have it up to 10,000. So come on and make a mean pot of greasy peas and rice and put it in there. And we have that, and we have the Taste of Gullah. We have all kind of Gullah artists like Corey and the rest of them, a lot of people. Oh, plenty fried fish. We have crab rice. We have crab pies, all kinds of stuff. So come, like I tell you, I really was a size 2 last year. I would tell you word of lie, not up in here. Yes, ma'am. And that's how we got to Juneteenth. Yeah. So it's a lot of things that led up to Juneteenth. Like I said, June 19th of 1865, they finally got the message in Galveston, Texas. But even before that, see, we were some of the first blacks to be freed right at the beginning of the Civil War, the day when Big Gun didn't shoot. That was November 7th, 1861. So Beaufort County became the real Wakanda. Go back and look at the movie Black Panther, and you'll see a lot of history. So when you see Wakanda was that fictitious African country, Beaufort became the real Wakanda because we were freed as early as November 7th, 1861, just 7 months after the war had begun. And then shortly after that, you had General Robert Smalls that confiscated the Prather. He became the T'Challa. He's your T'Challa. And Harriet Tubman came through and lived 3 years in Beaufort. She came in 1862 and she freed 750 Africans just across the Columbia River and brought them over to Beaufort. So she became the woman general. And then you had Penn School that represents Zuri. So go back and watch that movie, Black Panther. Then you got to come to Beaufort and visit the real Wakanda. Everybody put your hands like this. Say Wakanda forever. Beaufort, South Carolina. Come on, see us. Yes, darling. Question. Yes, sir.